Anybody good with the mixer?
I don't know a whole lot, but I just dial everything down and then turn it on and slow it down. And the computer.
Well, check this out. Transition over the screen and then tap.
There's that speaker and then there's this speaker. Where's the microphone? Yeah. Sometimes the speaker and the microphone are like facing each other. There's just like this feedback loop. It's also like turning this way.
That's not Is there a microphone?
That's the microphone on and there's the wireless.
But they're both off.
I don't know. The mic is too sensitive, it's picking up their talk. Okay, it's not supposed to be.
I know, but the microphone is off.
There is some mic that's producing sound to this speaker. Okay? It's picking up their talk.
You are correct. And I don't
Yes.
know what it is.
Well, you have to figure it out. What's feeding the sound and it's too sensitive.
All I hear is what is it?
Nothing to do with adaptation of the speaker. As far as I know, only standing mic and wireless mic. So if you plug something in, I don't know if that's not supposed to do with this mic. But you have camera. What about that camera? That camera has a mic.
It's always plugged in too.
This is picking up way too sensitive. Picking up everything.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But I can hear a ping pong. That's much. Not supposed to. Feedback will be.
Don't turn it into a microphone.
Well, if it's oversensitive, it's clear. But remember, you stand. Okay, here, please, away from my middle right.
It's still off stage.
It's nothing to do with stage. The mic is too sensitive. Anthony, not Dan. I can hear myself talking. I can hear myself on the speaker. That's not supposed to be happening.
It's coming from that microphone, right?
I don't know where. But I can hear myself from here in the speaker.
Okay, so it's off now. Can you still hear?
Yes, I can hear people.
In the microphone?
In the speaker. It's not
I mean, the
microphone.
speaker.
It's the speaker.
That's so weird. Hear yourself.
You're not supposed to hear that sound all the way from there. It's not supposed to. It's going to feedback with
Yeah, so is there another microphone?
I don't know. But it's on and it's super sensitive. There was a wireless mic somewhere, the one that, what is it called? Lapel mic. That you put on t-shirts or something.
Okay, now?
No, it's not.
So the camera does have a microphone, right?
I don't know. It's easy way to test it, unplug it, and see if that solves the problem. Unplug this camera. Disable it.
Which finger is it?
Blue cable.
The blue?
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone? Then it's okay.
So you need to adjust sensitivity on that mic or disable the mic.
Disable the mic, yeah. I gotta find it first. Okay, so it should come back on?
There is nothing on it. There is no background noises.
Okay. Check it out, because I just turned it back on.
Oh yeah, feedback is back.
Okay, so what is that? How about now?
No, it's bad. It's too bad. Okay, it's gone.
Oh yeah, because I transitioned it back. I'm off camera.
Yes. So the mic is working, but back. Disable it.
Well, I get the answer.
Just okay.
What if I just remove the camera?
I don't know.
Just show off straight up.
I don't know. What can I tell you? You're the boss. You are the boss. What is it? What? You're the boss. You are the boss. You can do whatever you want. That's what they say.
And morality and how is it going to work out across society.
That's what they say. Nothing bad as far as I can tell.
Oh, can I make
Everything is fine.
a quick announcement for the thing?
You can try.
Hey everybody who wanted hot dogs. The hot dogs are now grilled on the table at the entrance, and they are hot right now, so please help yourself. Burgers are about 2 minutes away, and then the vegan burgers are about another 3 minutes away. Enjoy.
What he said.
What?
Technology. Technology. That's what he said. And nothing. So perfect. What? Do you think? I don't know.
But I needed everything. You can come and screen that.
Well,
We can see out here.
welcome everybody. And the answer is, what is the answer? Test.
Well, the only thing to do right now is a highly efficient study, you know, this has to do with clean water, sanitation, irrigation, healthcare, healthcare, these are the things that make them move on. Nobody imports below the population. Nobody imports.
Test. Water, sanitation, nutrition, medication. Where their governments did just horrific things that country on the promise that if you kept your special population exploding under control, we could become. How's it going?
Still good, man. So what? We're live streaming, but I can't get the, we're getting a lot of feedback going on. And I deleted all the audio to try to figure out which one it is. I figured out that it is the camera there, but we don't have the camera. That camera is the camera.
We have
People are the same.
Next up.
This one is the actual one we're using, this virtual one. That's this.
Plenty of people of the past. Look at our life story.
Yes, I can.
Can you keep speaking for a minute? Stop on it. Most people are supposed to be out of them, out of miles of an error. I grew into comic management my language during my lifetime. It's not the iMac girl thing. It's turned all the way down for whatever it's on. Is there like this that's turned down all the way?
So
Here.
Too many engineers are paid to
test, 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 test. Test. Good. Body.
I did not think it was software.
Hmm.
So the software is doing shit to you while you're touching.
Technical difficulties. Working with it. That's a really hot microphone. Hot. Everybody's eating hot dogs already. Yeah, turn that. Yeah, that's true. It's two. You gotta take it down. Yeah.
You can't point to the microphone. Point it away.
How about
Yeah.
now?
Go it that way. It's too close. There we go. How about that?
I think
Not better?
we should point a camera at the party so people just gotta feel like they're.
Right? You guys want to just point the camera over there? Watch some grub. The thing is, they can't even hear you. They can only see.
Still, they get to see what they're missing out on, all the hot dogs and burgers.
You guys want to see over there?
Yeah, so the sound has to be, if it's coming into here at all, it's got to be going into this USB.
Things. Test, test, test. How we?
I think it's this.
That's to in-house. But then you use USB and connect it to the virtual. It's like I'm just trying to get some audio. How do you sound? Yeah, viewers. Hello? No audio.
Is this output that
That goes into the
Yeah, so the only possible way to get it here is the USB.
Yeah.
Test.
I see it. I think that's this one.
Test.
Here's the audio. There's only 4 things on here. None of them are good. I think maybe what happens is you got unplugged or something like back here, the brother doesn't know it's.
Test, test. Whoa. Whoa. Test, 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 test. I think we got it. Yes. The delay on that? Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. How do we sound now? Actually, it sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. I know there's a delay on this. It should be on max. It should be loud enough that you can hear it. Right here. Waving my hands over my head and talking to see that. To see. Okay. Cool. Got it. Okay.
I'm still waiting.
Okay. We're still waiting. What? That's a really long delay. But you should have heard some kind of audio by now.
Yeah.
The shade's already gone. Where's this? I'm getting psyched up. All right, let's go ahead and get started with Hacker Dojo Lightning Talks. Even though we have technical difficulties going on, I know you guys are all enjoying your food over there. It's bad. Bad from over there. Should we just move the speaker all the way down? Yeah? All right. Thank you.
I didn't do anything.
That's all we needed. All right. First time visitors at Hacker Dojo. Really quick, raise your hand if it's first time here. Anyone? First time? David number 1? All right, thank you. Thank you. All right. You guys been here for 1 week? Raise your hand. 1 week, thank you. What happened? Did I lose my audio? Turn it down a bit.
We have echo.
Echo? All right, thank you. 1 month. You guys been here for 1 month? Great. Got some. 1 year. Okay, 10 months. All right. 10 years. There you go. 100 years. All right. All right, this is a new one that I put on here. In one word, what is Hacker Dojo? I just want you to really quick, just with one word, I want to hear you guys say something. What is Hacker Dojo to you guys?
Fun.
Fun? Community?
Strong suit.
What's strong soup? Stone soup?
It's a story. A guy has, people are starving, and a guy shows up with a rock and puts it in a pot and starts boiling it. And everyone comes.
Stone soup.
It's a little off.
All right. Remember that, right? This is John, right? John, remember, John said stone soup. Ask him what that means, right? Anyone else? One word? Hacker Dojo? I did hear that echo, though. I did hear that echo. What was it?
Mentoring.
Mentoring. I'm surprised nobody said food. Hot dogs. All right. Are you a hacker? Raise your hand. Developer? Raise your hand. We've got a lot of developers. That's awesome. Entrepreneur? Yes. Yay! What about some unicorns? Last week we had unicorns. All right. We got some unicorns in the house. Great. All right. All right. Really quick, Hacker Dojo is a 501c3 nonprofit. Hacker Dojo is a community of engineers, artists, scientists, activists, entrepreneurs, and other creative people centered around a co-working and social facility. We're a nonprofit, and without the support of our members, we would cease to exist. That is true. That's a fact. We currently have 3 levels of membership, which you can sign up for on our website. Our regular membership is $150 a month for unlimited access to the space 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can sign up at hackerdojo.org. All right, donations and suggestions. There is this page. You guys can see I just took a picture of that. This does sit on the desk at the front. If you guys would like to donate anything that's on that list, there's desk chairs, fire extinguishers, just in case. What's that? Echo? Good? Stools, let's see, communal laptop, tablets, Raspberry Pis. Yes, please. Let's see, propane tanks. You guys want barbecue? More barbecue? We need more propane tanks. All right, cool. And another one is a suggestion board. If you guys have suggestions on how to improve Hacker Dojo, it is right next to the center board right over there. Check that list out. And if you guys see anything on there, there's robots. Somebody wants security robots. You know, we need robots. All right, check out those lists. Hacker Dojo events. There's a couple events coming up. We got the Rust Saturday, May 6th at 9:30. That's coming up tomorrow. If you guys are interested in that. DevCon, Qualifiers, Workshop, Saturday, May 6th at 1 p.m. Sunday Startup Masterminds, Sunday, May 7th at 2 p.m. Monday, Events Committee in Discord at 7 p.m. Excuse me, 5 p.m. Monday, Events Committee at 5 p.m. Build an AI Robot Pet, Monday, May 8th at 6:30 p.m. Data structures. Now, excuse me, guys. Hello? Hello, hello? Thank you. Data Structures and Algorithm Study Group, Wednesday, May 10th, 6 p.m. Free computer tech support Thursday, May 11th at 6 p.m. Thursday, Friendship Barbecue. So every Thursday, you guys want to have some more barbecues, show up on Thursdays. Yeah, Robot Robert is an awesome barbecue guy. He does some awesome stuff there. For those of you guys that showed up yesterday, awesome. It's good stuff. And of course, Friday Lightning Talks. Check that out, okay? And if you guys want this information, it is on the meetup.com. All right, Hacker Dojo ProApps. If anybody's interested in some ProApps, the proof of attendance protocol, like tokens, you guys can pretty much just take a picture of what's going on here. You guys eating hot dogs or hamburgers or whatever, having a fun time. Post it in Discord, and I'll send you guys a link to the ProApp token, and that just shows your proof of attendance at Hacker Dojo. So that's a free little memory token. You know, instead of a little badge or pin, you get to keep a digital version of it with you anywhere you go. And a lot of communities around the world use ProApps. We're just adopting it as well here at Hacker Dojo. All right, so Hacker Dojo links, here we go. We got Meetup, website, YouTube, Twitch, Slack, Discord, Twitter. All those links are there. If you guys want to know where they're at, they're also on Discord. Check that out. All right, so let's get started. All right, rule number 1. Can somebody read rule number 1 to me? Anyone? All right, that's rule number 1. Be excellent to each other. All right, you get 5 minutes to talk. Lightning Talks, of course. You get to share your ideas, projects, grant plans, share a skill or anything you would like. All right, so with that said, let's get our first speaker up, Jim White, chatting with GPT-4. Thank you.
I was not planning to mirror. How do I? Oh, I have to look at my settings. Chatting to the GPT-4. Oh, wait, timer. Go. So I wasn't planning to talk, but there was nobody on the list, and I've been playing with GPT-4 a lot, so I thought I'd share a few of my favorite prompts and responses from the last few weeks. And so here's one that's really short. It's be my website coder. Please generate 10 funny jokes about LLM to put them in an HTML page with simple title and a button that shows a random joke from those 10 when pressed. Copied the how to do this part manually, but copy it direct, copy and paste with no changes whatsoever. And here is an HTML page with the title and a button, and it works. And we can look at the code. And so I don't know who expected to be able to get this kind of code from that kind of input before this year, but I think it's pretty cool. How do I get back to my other page? Back to my. All right, try to speak more to the microphone here. Wow, hand challenge, all right. I'm a computational linguist, and so I decided to check out what GPT-4 knew about analyzing human language. So you're my linguistic analyzer. In the following text for each sentence, list the sense of each word in a table with a row, a constituency parse, and a dependency parse. And it gets the classic time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like a banana. And until I pasted this text into the slide, I didn't realize I had a typo in flies, and it says time files like an arrow. But this is not the first time that ChatGPT has dealt with typos. And we get the response. It knows that there's 2 sentences here, even though there's no punctuation or marks. It lets us know that there's a pun involved here. There's actually 2, but at least it talks about one of them. And then we get the correct word sense disambiguation for each of the words in the first sentence. The puns here are that flies in the first sentence is a verb and like is a preposition. In the second sentence, which it also recognizes, flies are a noun and like is a verb.
Well done, GPT-4. And again, I've lost our. I don't want exit full screen. Okay. 2 minutes. Don't panic. I can panic if I want to? All right. You can panic if you want to. And I've lost my slides. All right, you can still see it. Initially enough, GPT 3.5, who was only 6 months earlier, does not get this. Even when I don't give it a typo for the word, here it gets the right. I actually spelled the flies correctly. Didn't mean to run it, but here it didn't recognize that there are 2 sentences involved, and it doesn't get that the second like is a verb instead of a preposition. And the sentence parses are a little messed up because it doesn't know there's more than one sentence. And, oh, I see what's going on there. Well, anyhow, got to keep moving on. I have a whole long conversation with the ChatGPT about having to read the first chapter of Winnie the Pooh. And I'm not going to go through all this text, but it does an astounding job doing things like taking a story, having a conversation with Winnie the Pooh about how to do a better job at finding honey, and writing screenplays, writing descriptions, generating interactive fiction. Also, hilarious things like generating from scratch D3 drag and drop apps. So that was a little bit of my experience with GPT-4. Thanks.
Thank you. Any questions?
Sure.
So I got the microphone here. The magical wand. Test. Can you read that? Go ahead.
So are you using the interactive chat GPT interface, the one where you just have a conversation with it, or is there a better interface when you want to do coding for you?
So these examples are just using the OpenAI chatting interface. I am working with LangChain to do actual more beautiful work, so it can copy and paste things and look up things separately. Because I don't have access to the ChatGPT-4 their plugins yet, but I did just yesterday get GPT-4, like apparently a lot of other people did. So yeah, my real work is in building workflows than using LangChain. All right.
Test. Next, we got John with Hackerspace in, was it Desert?
Yeah,
Hackerspace in Desert.
I chose a very unpronounceable name. It's in Navajo. It's like one of the most difficult languages to speak. I don't know if I can pronounce this. No. Straight. There we go. That's coming up. So, I did a kind of a hacker space, office space with internet access in '94, above the Cyber Java Internet Cafe. It was very much like the Hacker Dojo. Many startups were launched there. And the who's who of internet. This is right in the middle of Venice Beach. So we had a who's who of Hollywood people that would show up and learn about the internet from the coffee server. And my office was upstairs. I was the internet guru. So pretty much anything that went over the head of the coffee server, they'd come see me. Which worked out really well. So I had a who's who of Hollywood people. Anyway, so my partner from the video streaming business back in like '96 has acquired 350 acres just north of Los Angeles. So basically, I'll play you the video. So I went up there to see. He was telling me about, you gotta come and see this piece of land. It's
250 destroyed greenhouses. Each one of these was $10,000. As far as the eye can see in all directions, destroyed greenhouses. Some of these are actually, I'm looking at it going, well, this is pretty cool. Like, I could turn this into like an office. Where did the clip go? There it is. I hate the shorts interface. It's awful. Can I get it full screen? No. So anyway, this is kind of cool because there's like a 1/2-inch insulated blanket over them. So they're going to give me 2 of these reserved for whatever I want to do. So I was like, I could set up a maker space, you know, a bunch of desks, internet, and it's big enough we could put tiny homes where people can set up like an RV or something, come crash there, and have like a live-work arrangement, or you know, any entrepreneurs that need like a lot of space. So I've been working on a saffron farm for 3.5 years. So immediately having these kind of greenhouses opens, you know, doors for me in that regard. But I'm putting this out here, you know, to see if I can draw in some of the former Hacker Dojo community for some interest. Because this was the thing, you know, we could have like a community. We actually have a Native American owned corporation that's basically owned by 20 different tribes. So we're technically sovereign in Indian territory. And we're in the process of setting up governance for these Indian tribes, court systems, law schools. We've been able to write driver's licenses, and the state of California has accepted it so far. So it's like, you know, he's got a banking license, so it's like, okay, you know, they want me to come in and help with some of this. So some of the crypto guys that are here might appreciate this. I was hoping to talk to Svet about this. Issuing a land-based backed crypto coin, because we have a lot of property at this point. And there's 4 of them that have already existed. I've got a number of documents on this. So let me show you where this is. These 2 spots here are the location. This is Los Angeles. So from a movie, you know, backlot set location, it's actually pretty good. You know, it's not that too far away for LA people. I'm going to pull the satellite image up. So those are the greenhouses. You can see smashed ones, intact ones. You know, with the wind out there, once you rip this plastic, it's just going to shred everything. So this is the one location, and then the other. Acres and acres of shredded greenhouses. Each one of them was like 10,000 units. And it was abandoned for like a whole year. So like we were the first people back on this property after a whole year. It's like, well, what, you know, he's going to do construction and building, and well, it seems the same just to let all these greenhouses go to waste. You know, the metal hoops are still in place and everything. So it's like, it seems like perfect for like an ag tech startup kind of incubator place. So that's my talk. If anyone wants to help on the crypto coins, try to get on exchange with those. Property-backed coin, which I think is probably the ultimate, or corporate tax refund-backed coin, which would make, I think, a very good stable coin. Any questions?
Is it solar powered? Is it solar powered?
It can be. I mean, we have like government grants coming to install a solar plant. They're doing the applications for that.
I can hear you.
All right. I guess I'm done.
Test. Test.
Yes, I'm Connor.
All right, I'm Connor. I'm talking about storing data in hypernodes, which is this natural language-based programming language. You build a graph and prompts, and well, it's very versatile. So here I have a graph, and this graph is it's a pantry that can give you recipes from your pantry. So you can say talk to your Discord bot, and or give me a dinner recipe. Here, I'll zoom in. Here's the input. Give me a dinner recipe. Here's a data key for where I'm getting my my pantry from, and here is the output it gave to me. And well, it looks like a good recipe. I'd try it. Anyway, so you can see here the graph has these two branches here. The middle one is like an if statement. So it has a natural language if statement here in the middle. And if this is a request for a recipe, it'll send it to the bottom branch. But I'm talking about the top branch now. And that's if I want to add something to my pantry. So I can run this. And you'll see the strings will populate through the graph. And it will go through this store data node. And this is maybe a pattern, programming pattern for natural language. I think I had some bad data in there before, but in any case, there's chocolate cake in the query now, or in the result now. You can see it there at the bottom. So the store data is a subnode, and it looks like this. And most of it's just this prompt here. So it says, act as my database. Use the data in this message, and then bracket stored data. So that's data I retrieve from a variable. And then that's the end of the stored data. The below text is the query, and then in brackets the query, and then please respond with a new version of stored data. Then you put that back in the variable. That's what this green thing is here. So that's like, I believe OpenAI calls this a sandwich pattern when you put like the user query in the middle of two built-in prompts, and that's a very sort of secure and versatile way to get it to act within your bounds. Anyway, after it stores the variable, it'll then return it so I can use it in the other graph. So I think that's a good overview of the basic variables with natural language. I guess the other thing I'd like to say is I have this tool, I built it, and I would like, if anyone's interested, well, I can give you access to play around, build graphs. So you can talk to me after, or talk to me on Discord. Any questions?
Connor, this looks like an update from last week, right?
That is true.
It is, right? Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
That's good. You're making progress. There you go. Question?
Where's the sandwich pattern again? Tell me which box to which. Yeah, two prompts going to somewhere. Which one's going to
Yeah, well, it's a double sandwich, double decker, see? So here, the initial prompt is this block on the left, and it says, act as my database. Then it has, this is the stored data, and then it has the bracket. And then it has the variable here, the get info from the variable, and then another bracket. And that's the end of the stored data. And that's one sandwich. And then the second sandwich here is the below text is query, which may contain additional info or instructions, bracket, and then the query, and then please respond with a new version. So it has data, it has a query. The result is it'll sort of merge them, or you can say remove the data, clear it. It'll delete the data from the previous and put it back in the variable. So yeah, that's the
Don't
sandwich.
make some third thing, I guess that could go something. Data in the query, and then you have some result, is that what you're saying?
Oh yes, the result. Yeah, so it just goes to ChatGPT here. This node sends it to ChatGPT,
Okay.
and then gets the result back, puts it in the variable here, back in the variable that it got the data from that went into the sandwich. If that makes
Oh, I
sense.
see, it kind of redefined.
Yeah, takes it out, puts it back in.
All right, any more questions for Connor?
I think.
One more over here? Okay.
Is it possible to have the lines be all vertically and horizontally instead of diagonally?
The lines vertical and horizontal. Sorry.
Yeah, only horizontal and vertical lines instead of diagonal ones. So
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
make it like an L shape or some other shape.
Yeah, you can drag them all however you want. I just decided to put all the prompts here so it'd be together, you know?
Yeah, it'll be easier to follow if it's more organized.
Yeah, I don't know. With a big graph like this, it's always a little spaghetti. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Connor. See some more updates. It looks like he's dedicated to this. That's good. All right, we got Balaji. He got GPT. Oh, there he is. Sneaking up on me, eh? Sneaking up on me.
Hi, I'm Balaji. I'm going to talk about the integration platform for chat GPT, like AI tools. So right now we are having a lot of new AI tools are coming based on the chat GPT's popularity. So there are text, video, audio, face recognition, legal. So there are every day hundreds of them mushrooming up. So this mushroom of creating a lot of problems to select which one to use, and it is clouding our view of our environment, development environment. So it is like searching the needle in the haystack, finding the right solution. So in that context, I came up with one idea that is based on my experience in Cisco, where I created one application called disaster management application, where we have to create a logistics when the disaster occurs, how to reroute the logistics. So we have to map a longitude, latitude in a map based on the disaster area, a radius of 50 meters, 50 miles around to reroute the truck routes. So that way we can do that. So the same principle can be applied for application navigation. So that part I was trying to use the quantum computer with the AI. So the quantum has more variables it can process than the machine-based ML and AI. So that way, cherry picking of the right solution, it's much real time it is possible. So it has algorithms like a noise cancelling headphone we use. It cancels a lot of wrong answers and gives the correct one from the millions of variables. So that way, when we have thousands of variables in the chat GPT like AI tools, we can filter this way. So then once how to filter that, we have to map that in a longitude, latitude based on the impact of the application. So each application, AI application, some impacts, likes, dislikes is there. Based on that, we can map that in GPS like a map, we can do that. So once we map, we can filter that in the bottom, some of them, and cherry pick in the top. So that way we can filter that. There are algorithms available in quantum algorithm called Grover's algorithm, which we can filter to the top what is the right one. So it acts like our noise cancelling headphone. So so we have to pan the gold, AI gold, using Peacock GPT because it is a good platform which can help in clearing the cloud. Thank you. Any questions?
Questions for Balaji?
Not a question, it's a comment. Your talks with the most beautiful graphics.
Thank you. This is from Mid-Journey. Yeah.
Question: how do you find out all the AI companies that is popping up?
So I get a list in the LinkedIn every week, some new companies coming up like this list, what I showed, and it crops up. We have to collect that and put that in a list.
How do you collect it?
We have to search, we have to scrap the, website and using, there is a Python script there, we can scrap a list of new companies. So web scrap they call, using Python script, we can see, we can mention this, these are the sites I want to scrap every week, then it can get your list.
All right, thank you, Balaji.
Thank you.
We got Smith, macro, and crypto. Who's into crypto? Guys, a little bit? A little bit? Just a tiny bit? Just a little bit? Okay. I don't know if this is your type of people, see it?
No.
I don't know, you're going to have to convince them.
Our kind become extinct.
It's a down market right now, that's why.
No, that's because it's about the freedom. People don't like the freedom.
All right, convince me.
Okay, so usually I took two graphs, positive and negative, but I have to say a couple of words what positive is. Positive is something which reduces chances for overall recession. So it's a macroeconomic positivity, not the positive for trade. Because, for example, if you trade against the Federal Open Market Committee, it means that, for example, if unemployment got positive, it means that the probability of the firms increasing the rate, hiking the rate next time also increases. So what you do, you sell, right? But from macroeconomical point of view, it's positivity. So that's what I'm trying to explain before I got to my graphs of the past week, which I think is positive. Of course, today, Friday, unemployment rate, which counted by the government agency, went down from 3.5% to 3.4%, which complete rubbish, with my opinion. But market kind of refocused their attention from FOMC meeting to recession, and they start to buy. So that's why probably who follow the market. So today on Friday, Bitcoin spiked by almost 2%, and Nasdaq get up by about 1.3%. Why it's so notable? Because the last time unemployment was so low was in 1960s. So it's 50-year low, and that's when we reach. Why I'm saying it's not what I believe, because of all of that information. Basically, Bureau of Labor Statistics, which come out with that number, it didn't take into account almost 500,000 people who are now looking for employment, but they are not part of the official statistic because they are not satisfying some particular parameter. I don't have a time to get into detail, but I can talk about that later. Second positive graph is the purchasing manager index, which basically leading indicator. It came up straight 4 months to 53.6. Basically, everything more than 50 means that people who answer the questionnaire, which basically that's a bureau who issued that questionnaire, sent to more than 20,000 companies and then received that number, saying more than half of the people saying that their expectation of the economy is a positive, meaning that if this indicator more than 50, more majority of people think the economy will rise. That's why it's positive. So now we got the negative side. A negative side, it's all about us. It's about technology sector. This week, Challenger Incorporation, they usually produce very detailed report about employment, taking into account all different sectors. So they reported that 34% of all job cuts in all industries in 2023 is in technology. But we are not leading this month. This month's retail sector lead with 270% increase in cuts compared to the same period of the last year. So it took a year. Moreover, which is important, there is a 81% decrease across all industries from the 447,000 hiring plans. So it's not someone who is already hired. It's corporations saying, oh, we plan to hire this year so many people. So now, in this year, they plan to hire only 90,000 people. Last year, it was 447. That's a bad news, and I put it here. And you see this increase. That's a number of people who are laid off. So it's cuts. And corporations start to cut in 2022, and they continue to do that, although there is a fluctuation. Now, to the summary, because that week, of course, was a week when Federal Open Market Committee made that their decision about the rate, and then we have First Republic Bank bought by JP Morgan, and then we have a good employment statistics. Market get up and down. As a result, we kind of zeroed. So Nasdaq range and Bitcoin still under 30K. You see this kind of, they call it like a death growth, tombstone growth in candlestick reform. It's usually more or less like a bullish pattern. And because we got like a Friday up next week, we don't expect too much statistics. Probably Bitcoin will try to storm the 30K range, although it's not guaranteed. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Any questions?
Questions?
Oh, if the unemployment rate, only the people who register for unemployment benefit?
That's correct. Moreover, that must be in the past 4 weeks. That's why there is this 500,000 people who are out of that, because they are technically searching for a job, but they didn't have time to register. And the rise in 184,000 down from the previous week in unemployment, but more than 500,000 people still looking for the job during the same period. So they underreported 300,000 people. So that's why I'm saying this 3.4 reduction is not absolutely real, which fundamentally we have to pay attention. However, markets, of course, they are all about that. That's how it works.
Yeah, I feel it's fairly normal for maybe 40% of the population to work full-time and 60% work maybe part-time or volunteering.
That's correct, but that's not the only problem with the government statistics. First of all, government usually work this either by phone or they sending every one of us these like complicated envelopes. So probably 80% of people not answering, another probably 20% just kind of skewing the data, and no one checked that out, and then there is all of that bureaucracy. And by the end of the day, we come up with that number which no one really can reach it. That's why I more believe in a private corporate statistics, for example, in Challenger. However, again, macro company, corporations, they are trading desks. They always play government statistics, just to be on safe side. That's why we have such a complicated picture when we start to trade. It's very difficult just to take one argument from the all macroeconomic picture and start to put all of your stakes on that argument. Say, for example, no recession or the recession after 6 months. It's not going to work because other people are going to say something different, and although you might be right, you're still going to be wrong and lose a mind. Am I answering the question? Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you all for joining us here at Lightning Talks. See you guys next week. Hopefully you can work out the bugs here. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully there's still some leftover food in the back, yeah? All right. Adios. So many technical